Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we're doing another road trip and we're going south, even more south than we already are. We are going down to Georgia. And what's a road trip without stopping at Buc-ee's? This time we're going for my oldest son's boot camp graduation. We did pick up my other son on the way and we are staying in this cute little cabin. It's just like a tiny little home cabin. Let me give you a tour because it is so freaking cute. There's a master bedroom back there, the kitchen. Then there's a loft with 2 beds upstairs. That's how you get up there. And a full kitchen. There's little bunk beds. And then there's a back patio, screen-in porch area, and then the bathroom's there. So, super cute. We had a blast here. I love the little porches. All right, I'm gonna take you up this loft. These stairs were crazy. Not only are they super narrow, but they're so tiny. You almost had to like get on your butt and go down the stairs afterwards. But this is where the loft is, and they had 2 double-sized mattresses on the floor up there. It was so nice sleeping up there. I actually slept up there one night, and then my boys ended up sleeping up there because even though they're like 20 and 21, it was like they were having their own little sleepover. It was super cute. We just had fun sitting around. Normally we would play games and stuff, but I felt like there was very little time, and because there was a fire pit out back, we definitely took advantage of that. This was the master bedroom where we slept, and they don't have closets in there, but they did put that little system in there, which was nice. Taking you out back to the back screened-in porch. This was nice. This was so much like natural light back there. I actually went out and did my makeup out there every day. Plus it was way cooler, but there was an infestation of ladybugs. It was crazy. There's also those stink bugs right now, which are super gross. And then my daughter slept on the bunk beds. I think I slept in every bed in this place at one point because I just wanted to try them all out. It was super fun to sleep upstairs. It was fun to sleep on a bunk bed. But then, of course, I ended up in the master bedroom with my husband. This is the bathroom. It was really small, but they did an amazing job. It had everything we needed, and this cute little towel rack right there, that was super cute. It was a full shower, which was nice because as we get more and more into camping, I was kind of expecting like an RV kind of shower. It was a full moon. It was absolutely beautiful while we were there. I love having campfires. We all sat around it. We roasted marshmallows. We had beautiful weather for this. It did rain one day, but for the most part, it was like mid to high 70s. The next day was the graduation, and this took me by surprise. I was so proud and kind of shocked. Like when you see what you think is your baby boy and then you see him all grown up in a uniform. I had already done this with our middle son when he graduated Navy boot camp, but to do it again, especially right before a Veterans Day weekend, it was a little more relaxed than my other sons. Like it was very formal for the Navy, and with the Army, it was kind of just very chill. It was short, it was sweet, but I loved how we get to go on the field and actually see him, and we got to put the patch on him. My middle son did this for our oldest son, and it was just something like from one brother to another, from one service member to another. It was just very meaningful and awesome. Of course, I ugly cried this whole time because I'm the mom and I see him as a little tiny baby, not as a grown man. But here he is sporting his new U.S. Army patch. He is officially a soldier now. He will go on to tank school, which is what he's always wanted to do. He took us to a couple museums that were right off post. They're all Army stuff and infantry. This wasn't really towards tanks so much, but we learned a lot of history. We saw all kinds of stuff. It was really neat to see like the wars through the years. And to my surprise, they actually had a replica monument of the Vietnam Memorial. And then they have this one from the Twin Towers and on. And because I had a friend who was in the Army and he died in combat, his name is on the wall, and I was not expecting to see that. So that totally took me off guard. And wow, I've been to Arlington, I've seen his grave, but this made it hard. We did celebrate Thanksgiving together. I'm so thankful for the time that we had together. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow so you don't miss any of our future trips or any of my DIY shenanigans.